You're right guys, Shay here, Uneven Balance. Hope you guys are well. So back in the comfy confines of my living room, out of the car for once, and doing a video back with some decent lighting compared to my last video. So yeah, all good. Hope you guys are doing alright. Wants to do a video on Andy Flower and his kind of recent limited overs coaching roles. It's very surprising to me. I mean, when I think about Andy Flower, two words come to mind, and that's hard bastard. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why. I'll probably talk about it briefly here. But, you know, when Andy Flower came to the scene with England, in England set up, I think in 2007, Moles was obviously still the coach then, and that was just a disaster, wasn't it? Both times, let's be honest. But I always felt he was quite a very hard, steady character. If you've read Henry Longer's autobiography, you know what I'm talking about. But what he did in 2003, I thought was incredible. And it just kind of showed the kind of character of the man. So when he joined the England setup, then I thought, you know, you got a really good guy here to join the team. He was young as well. I think he was like 38, 39. He was like late 30s. He was still not 40 yet, do you know what I mean? And he had this wonderful career. He averaged like almost 52 at test level. Decent ODI record as well. And I actually think he goes under the radar in terms of the top players in the game that's played the game over the last 20, 25 years. I think he should go down as, I think he should be ranked higher than he's given credit for. He was a wonderful test batsman, really strong test batsman. When Zimbabwe were actually quite decent, but even when they weren't so great, he was one of the shining lights in that team in the 90s and early 2000s. But anyway, so it comes with really good pedigree. Came a really good pedigree. Do you know what I mean? So I thought they got a good guy there, Andy Flower. Obviously took over the coach role in 2009, but was known really as like a test coach. I mean, I know they won the 2010 T20 World Cup. That being said, apart from that, his white ball coaching wasn't great. England were not a good white ball team really under him. That's why it required the complete overhaul, kind of culminating in the 2015 World Cup. I know obviously, it was obviously he left a year and a half before that, but there was still kind of some scars from his time leading into that 2015 World Cup. Even it was a year after he left, but as coach, but it was still there. I felt it was quite visible. The kind of malaise under him in the white ball arena. So I was surprised when I saw he's been given all these T20 gigs and even T10 gig. I mean, he got, they got the I think he won the Abu Dhabi T10 title last year. He's now been appointed St. Lucia Zook's coach, and the owners of that franchise also own Kings XI Punjab, who have appointed him as an assistant coach as part of the kind of complete overhaul in the coaching staff. He also he's coaching Multan Sultans, who are top of the league in the PSL. So he's kind of reinventing himself as kind of this T20 globetrotting coach, and I feel like that's the hallmark of the man. You know what I mean? To do what he's done. I mean, he had just such wonderful success with England's test coach, and then to kind of be basically quite poorly in the white ball stuff for England. And then a few years later, just transform himself. I mean, it's not like he's had many white ball gigs since. I mean, he was obviously coaching Lions for the last few years, and I was obviously left England set up completely, but I just felt like it was quite interesting that a guy who was known as a test coach, very successful test coach, is now doing really well. Not necessarily doing really well in the T20 arena, but he's been given more kind of T20 gigs. So it'll be interesting to see how he does in the IPL, how Punjab do, how Lucia Zooks do in the CPL later on in the year, and if he can kind of complete this turnaround in his kind of coaching credentials and basically have all accolades in all arenas, so I just think it's a hallmark of the man, you know what I mean? So he's kind of guy, I just feel like he just very, very astute, very knowledgeable, articulate, but very tactical as well. Really, really, really good cricket brain. So I'm no surprise actually now that he's done well with the Multan Sultans, as he won the T10 league a few months ago. I think he'll do quite well for Punjab and St. Lucia Zooks. only time will tell. But I'm just quite fascinated to see, the fact that he's turning around his as he's kind of just be able to move on and kind of evolve as a coach. So I just want to get your thoughts really. So if you've got any comments, any thoughts on what I've said, do drop it down below. So guys, that's really pretty much it. It's a quick video from me. If you enjoy the content, please do like the video. Don't forget to share, comment, as I mentioned before, and most all subscribe. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.